Hello everyone and welcome back into another week of daily racing, and this week is actually pretty special because this is actually the first time that in daily race say we have group 3 cars. Red Bull Ring group 3, and I think it's actually a pretty good combination, and I think it's also much better because I set the world record on this track on Monday. Hopefully I will stay here maybe a couple of days, but I think by the end of the week someone might eventually take me out of this first place. But it's a nice achievement, even though it's a daily race A. Moving on to daily race B, which is Grand Valley Highway 1, Group 4, and we actually have like a couple of cars that we can use, but it seems like the GTR and the Huracan are kind of a pretty good option for this one. I've seen some pretty interesting racing, and I think this one is actually a pretty good race that, well, you can give it a try and see how it works. Because daily race C this week is, well, it's actually a pretty tough combination. So it's Suzuka, Group 2, and the most important part is racing soft tires. So in this daily race C, you need to be extremely careful about the tires. You need to be able to do at least 6 laps on each set. Otherwise, you will just be doing 2 stops, which is pretty much going to destroy your chances of eventually getting a good result. So it's a one-stopper, racing soft. So usually pitting about lap 5, lap 6. Really depends on your strategy and what you're trying to do. And of course, looking at the cars that you can actually use here, it's pretty much all about the NSX. I see someone is using a GTR. I think I set a pretty decent lap with this car, but a GTR can be, let's say, anti-meta car of this week. But the biggest problem of this race is how much dirty air is when you're just driving behind someone. There is almost no way that you can eventually overtake someone unless he's on really worn tires and unless, I guess, he makes a mistake or pretty much gets a penalty. So my race was actually a pretty interesting one, and it was, in the end, quite chaotic. So I just need to take it easy from now on. I guess it's all about saving the tires now. And maybe doing an undercut. Okay, maybe now I can do an undercut. See how it works. In the gravel. Easy. Really easy. Even on the brakes, I'm not pushing the brakes hard. No, actually, the gap to Algebron is pretty much the same as Algebron to Lewis. And then Lewis to Bino. These are slow lap times. I was doing 48s in the previous race. Well, there isn't much that you can do. I guess everyone is saving tires now. Lewis off the track, and he's in the pits. I mean, that's too early. That's way too early. We are doing 50s. That's slow. Wide, wide, wide. Too wide. Go, 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 go. Got it. I just have to be careful now. He might go for it. Done. Done and done. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can catch the lead now. 2 seconds away. My tires are actually looking pretty good, and I can start to push now. .9. I think it's better to stay here because you only lose maybe 50 thousandths of a second on the straight, but you get a tenth if you stay close to the right. Difficult. So let's see what he does, and I will do the exact opposite. It looks like I'm staying out. You know what, if they get stuck in traffic, I might get it, but I don't think they will actually. Okay, softs. Do not refuel. Well, Lewis pitted way too soon, and he's probably not going to make it to the end. He will have to pit again. But yeah, Algebron coming in. Better tires. I need to defend. Got him. Okay, I didn't lose anything. That's good. And I can start chasing now. Again. You know what, but Lewis will have to pit again. He pitted in lap 3, which is almost impossible to do. I think +3 is optimal. Undercut is very, very strong here. Let's have a look at the gap now. .5. Look at the gap. Just look at the gap. Yeah, there is absolutely no way that he can defend this. Now you can actually see how powerful the dirty air actually is now. There is no way that he can overtake him, and he's just about 2 seconds per lap quicker than him. Maybe even more. Because in this lap alone I gained 2 seconds, so I will assume that Bruno has similar pace. I know, he has to pit, otherwise no way that he can make it to the end. We'll see now, actually. Okay, got the fastest lap of the race. I think I'm gonna need this. much to go there. Ooh, okay. Which side? Luckily, it was all good. I told you, 3 seconds per lap slower, and still almost impossible to overtake. I need to go on the inside. Got it. Got it. Ooh, I think they touched there. But as I said before, unless he makes a mistake or just gets a penalty, there is no way to overtake around this track. No way. Slipstream. Yeah, I will get close, but not close enough. What do you think? Send it on the outside. No space. It will have to be P2. P2 it is. But this race was 15 seconds slower than what it needs to be. So you have to be at least 2 seconds per lap quicker to overtake someone. Wow, this like 30 years is brutal here. It really is.